And Errol Spence, he's doing things that not your normal fighter does. Mikey Garcia, he fought the best.
Errol Spence Jr. wants to be bigger than the belts.
Mikey Garcia says, I want to challenge the best, and Spence is the best. Both these fighters are undefeated. They're both risking everything.
It's a very risky fight.
It's time for the main event.
Spence Jr. versus Garcia. Tonight at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Live on pay-per-view. Order now.
shot. Behind the elbow. Good. Hands up. Hands up. To the body. Watch that right hand. There you go. Together, man. Ah, there you go. Take your punch. Take your punch. Right. Watch that right hand. There you go. There you go. The body. Finish the body. Upstairs and finish the body. Careful with those little steps, right?
To the body, baby.
There you go, that one. Keep working that one. There you go. Keep working the body. He's ready to go. You heard him? We're looking for it. Body, body. There you go. Keep it higher. Keep him higher. The body. Behind the elbow. There you go. There you go. Again. Good. Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's PBC on FOX Sports pay-per-view is brought to you by Midtown Promotions, along with Garcia Boxing Association with TGB Promotions and Ringstar Sports. Welcome to AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas, for a big night of boxing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the participants to the stage. First, I introduce to you the challenger. With a record of 39 wins, no losses, 30 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the renowned undefeated 4-weight division champion of the world, Mikey Garcia.
Tiene sangre michoacana, pero nació acá en el norte. Es bravo de nacimiento, muy bueno para los golpes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the stage the world champion from Dallas, Texas. He'll be making the third defense of his title. Please welcome the exciting and undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, the truth, Errol Spence Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. This is for the IBF Welterweight Championship of the World. Both fighters undefeated and risking it all. The weight limit on this fight, 147 pounds. First to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, risking his unblemished record, seeking his 5th weight division world championship. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mikey Garcia. 145.5 pounds for the challenger, 145.5 for Mikey Garcia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, the champion, also risking his undefeated record, a young star of boxing, the defending, reigning, and undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, the truth, Errol Spence Jr.
Pay-per-view. Champion Errol Spence Jr. Hand up. Mikey Garcia. Spence has 24-0, 21 by a knockout. Garcia 9-0. 1 minute. Let's go. Right up. Rip it up. Move. Circle. Over. Come over the top. Up. Rip it up. Move. Stay moving. That's tight. Stay moving. Respond. I want you to respond and move. Circle out. That's tight. There you go. Get off the rope. Down. Let those hands go, Gabe. Let those hands go. Hands up. Angles, Gabe. Angles. There you go. Good work. All set. Let's go. There it is, respond, good. Stay moving, work, Gabe. Stay moving. Get his body, Gabe, get his body.
Right, that's what I wanted first. We're not doing just the first.
Step to that side. Doing good, Gabe. Get his body. Get his body. I'm gonna see you. All the time. Keep it up, keep it up. Body, body, body. Up top. Offset, real quick. There it is. Go to the body. Stay up. Stay up. Stay down on that. There you go. Respond. Get his body. Come up top. Rip it up. There it is. Double jab him, Gabe. Double jab him. Double jab him. Move. Keep it tight. Rip him up. Get his body, Gabe. Get his body. There you go. There you go.
Fight fans, the end comes 24 seconds of the 6th round. Referee Charles waves off the ball for you on a by technical knockout. And still undefeated, Abner Mares. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just beginning a big night of action. It's PBC on Fox Sports Pay-Per-View, all brought Garcia Boxing in association with DGB Promotions and Ringstar Sports. More undercard action is on the way shortly. Welcome to
I hate losing more than I love winning. I don't want to lose. I feel like, that's the ultimate pain. I want to be great too. I want to be mentioned with Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather and all the great names, to be an all-time great and be a legend in the sport. So that's why I box. My name is Errol Spence Jr. They call me the Truth. I fight at the welterweight division and I fight out of Dallas, Texas.
Errol Spence Jr. bounced between a number of sports growing up, but once he started boxing, he knew he had found his true calling.
It was the summertime, had a lot of idle time on my hands. My dad didn't want me, just hanging out with your friends, you can get in trouble. He just told me, get ready, we're going somewhere. He wouldn't tell me where. And next thing you know, we pulling up at a boxing gym. I basically fell in love with it. I was going to the gym basically 7 days a week, not missing a day. Found that I was good at it. My coach started telling me about the Olympics, and it's something I really wanted to do when I found out that Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Muhammad Ali, all these great fighters had went to the Olympics, and I want to follow in their footsteps. That's something I aspired to do. And once I started winning national championships, I stuck with it, and now I'm here.
Spence Jr. went on to represent the United States at the 2012 Olympics. From there, he's gone 24-0 as a professional, won the IBF welterweight belt, and he is currently one of the biggest names in all of boxing. He knows that he owes all of that success to the people who supported him along the way.
I fight for my family, I fight for my kids, I fight for my mother and father, people who supported me and supported my dream when I was an amateur boxer. When I didn't know how to fight, they supported me. They sent me on trips to go to national tournaments, spent a lot of money and time behind me, so I definitely don't want to disappoint them. I just recently retired my mother, recently retired my father. He has a house in Jamaica. My kids are doing great. They don't want for anything, and that's just more motivation for me to keep fighting and staying hungry and staying focused, just making sure that they're good.
Next up, he defends his undefeated record and IBF welterweight title against 39-0 Mikey Garcia. Despite the tough matchup, Spence Jr. is expecting to humble his opponent.
For him to fight in my hometown and to move up in weight and to challenge me, I feel like, that's a sign of disrespect. He's a little bit too confident. I guess for him beating Adrian Bronner, him beating Robert Easton, he's smelling himself a little bit. It's for me to bring him back down to reality. For me, it has to be the knockout. I have to get him out of there, put on another great performance to show everybody why I am an elite fighter and I am the best fighter in the welterweight division.
Skip, camera 11, he said that he was going to have a school over here for us. Wherever he's going to be staying. Should have come around for a walk or two. Yeah, but they said that, I guess they told him that he's not going to be here. They said they left a chair or something. Stop. Underneath, he
I feel that I am the best. I just need the opportunities to show the world. I don't like to lose. I don't lose.
The undefeated Mikey Garcia.
I want to leave a lasting impression. I want to leave, my name in the history of boxing. My dad accomplished good things in his career as a trainer. My brother was a world champion, and now he's one of the best trainers in the world. And so he's done his share to leave the name of Garcia in the boxing history books, and I'm adding more to it. I'm Mikey Garcia, 5-time 4-division world champion. Upcoming match will be March the 16th in Dallas. I am fighting out of Oxnard, California by way of Moreno Valley.
Mikey Garcia has quickly built a Hall of Fame resume, capturing a title in 4 separate divisions, all by the age of 30. But his story began in the strawberry fields of California.
I remember my parents coming home from a long day of work at the strawberry fields, picking strawberries. We still have some family members that are still working the agricultural strawberry fields and different line of produce in the field. Not my immediate family, but there is family. At one time, even some of my sisters and brother were picking strawberries alongside my dad and my mom. It's still something that we can look at and never forget where we come from. So I remember my dad opening up the gym, La Colonia Boxing, and I would go to the gym just to hang out after school. I would see my brother Robert, I would see Fernando Vargas, and a bunch of other guys training out of the gym. And I remember I was 5, 6 years old when I would be there and just hanging out. I never thought about boxing as a career for me. I was just there, excited to do anything else after school.
Mikey Garcia has become a 3-division world champion.
Many consider Garcia a top 3 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, but on March 16th, he'll be the heavy underdog. So much so, even his family was reluctant to support his decision to fight Errol Spence Jr.
They weren't as excited about this upcoming fight because it's a big fight, dangerous fight, moving up to a different division, a weight class that I have not competed in yet. And I'm not just facing anybody, I'm facing the top guy in the division. Undefeated world champion in Errol Spence. 21 knockouts out of 24 victories. Dangerous man, and that's what I wanted. So they were not very excited about me looking for this fight, but after some thought and after they saw some video, just like I did, we agreed that it's a good fight for me. I can do this. Well, I've seen Spence ever since he fought Kell Brook. I saw him overcome the first few rounds. I think Kell Brook was boxing well, but Spence power, got the best out of Brook and dominated and stopped him. Then I saw him against Peterson, and I wasn't as impressed as other people were. So I saw the Peterson fight, and I told my brother Robert, let's go after Spence. And he didn't believe me. He's like, why? Well, 147 for what? Because I want to show everybody that, I'm that good. And my dad said that if I really wanted to go to 47, why not look for someone else? There's other fighters, there's other champions that we can go after. Why take such a big, risky fight? Because that's the kind of guy I am. I want the biggest challenges, the biggest fights available, and this is the man in front of me right now.
Spence Jr. has been on the record saying he feels disrespected that Garcia would go up to 147 for the first time in his career to challenge Spence in his own backyard.
Look, I don't think I'm being disrespectful, but I'm just willing to do whatever it takes to get in the ring with him. I'll go to his backyard. He's got that home crowd advantage in Dallas maybe, but I guarantee you I'm gonna have a lot of fans in those stands on March the 16th. I have a lot of fans everywhere, not just, at home. I have fought in Texas many times. Texas is almost like a second home. I fought there so many times, and I've won 2 world titles in the state of Texas. So I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of fans, a lot of support on fight night.
With a win, Garcia will become a 5-division champion, joining the likes of Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather Jr., and Manny Pacquiao to be the only fighters to conquer that feat. Between Mikey Garcia and that legacy stands Errol Spence Jr.
I win. There's no way around that. I win. I feel that it's going to be a very good fight. I think it's going to be an action-packed fight. He comes to win. He comes with that aggressive style. He's got power. He's going to try to impose, I think, his size and strength on me. But I make the adjustments, and I find a way to win.
No one ever stepped inside of a boxing ring because they were looking for something easy to do. No one ever came into the sport figuring they could steer clear of real challenges, of genuine danger. But moments like this one, for these 2 fighters, no. The best boxers enter this ring because they want everything it offers. The fights that give them a chance to prove they're as great as anyone in the world. They call Errol Spence Jr. the truth, and over the course of a steady rise through the ranks of the welterweight division, the undefeated 28-year-old has earned his nickname and a world title.
Is this the ascension of a future pound-for-pound king?
Even as he's continued to seek ever tougher opportunities to prove his talent is as authentic as advertised. Enter Mikey Garcia, born and raised as a fighter, with an innate willingness to never stop coming forward.
This one is over!
Over a dozen years as a pro, Garcia has never lost and won titles in 4 weight classes.
Lightweight champion of the world!
But now, Spence offers a bigger and stronger target and a way to potentially rise higher up the sport's pound-for-pound ranks.
started building him up as this big monster, the boogeyman. But that's what I really wanted.
I didn't call out Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia called me out. This is the biggest fight of my career.
They're two fighters, fully embracing boxing's unforgiving nature, taking on a massive challenge on a mammoth stage, and knowing just how hard they'll have to work to come out on top. This is PBC Fight Camp. Today at the World Class Boxing Gym, Team Spence has two of its most important members, Spence's daughters, 3-year-old Ivy and 2-year-old Violet.
Oh, they come to the gym a lot. They come to the gym a lot. They used to come to the gym probably like 3 times a week. They got high energy, you know, they're very active. I mean, as long as they're healthy, then I'm cool with it. This is how I provide for them. This is how I put food on the table for them. It's how I'm gonna give them the best school and the best living possible. So it's definitely motivation to have them in the gym, having them surrounded around me, especially, you know, when I'm not wanting to train.
3. Flip. Top. Trap.
It's kind of hard balancing the two, but, you know, it's all worth it because usually I'm off 4 or 5 months after I fight, so, you know, they'll get all my time when the fight's over with. I'm wet. I'm not wet. Touch my face. Just know I'm doing this. I'm doing this for them, you know, it just makes it all worthwhile. What you want to eat?
I want spaghetti.
Want some spaghetti?
Yes. I want spaghetti.
Want some fish?
I want fish.
I thought, you know, one day I was gonna play football at the Cowboy Stadium rather than, you know, rather be boxing. But I mean, football was my first love. But I mean, it was destined for me to box. So here I am.
If he stayed with football instead of boxing, he would make it to the NFL. He was that good.
I was good.
I saw him one day on the street. He was shadow boxing with a friend. So I asked him if he wanted to box, and he said yes. So I brought him to a gym, and that's how he got started. I'm that angel on his shoulder. I'm that whispering in his ear, hey man, stay focused, man, what you doing? I'm not his coach, so I don't have to push him as far as that goes. I'm not his manager. I'm just there to keep him safe from evil intents. I'll take that.
My prize position right here. I'll be a belt which I'll be fighting to defend March 16th. This is the whole reason that I'm fighting, you know, March 16th, the whole reason Mikey Garcia moved up.
While cars may be his hobby, boxing is Mikey Garcia's job. But the hard work every day is with family. His father, brother, and nephew compose his training team.
Mike was 11 when I won my title. You remember that, Mike? Were you there?
Yeah. I have a picture of it.
98.
March 13th.
March 13th.
Oh, this is Mikey.
Oh, Mikey. See?
Mikey.
Which one's mine? Oh, that's right. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that picture. It's pretty cool. It's just everybody from good friends to my grandpa. In like 6 or 7 years, he passed away. Yeah, 7 years ago.
Good genetics.
Yeah, my dad's mom's still alive. She's 98. Being my son, my father, my brother, it just can't get any better. It's a blessing, you know, that we to have our dad to be part of the team. He comes every day. He loves the sport. He loves his kids, and he wants to see Mikey do well. And obviously now with my son being part of my team, we enjoy training, but we get the work done. Mikey's undefeated, doing great in his career. My son, he learns so fast. He's the one in the mornings taking Mikey to run. Me and my dad don't even have to worry because we know he's going to do his job. What's about my dad, my grandpa, my Uncle Mikey. It's nothing but family. That's why I like coming to work every day. We work perfectly. Everybody knows their role. My grandpa's the head guy in charge. Then comes my dad, then me. They tell me what to do with Mikey, how to work with them. There's no better way to learn than learning from my dad and my grandpa. Being able to work corners with my dad and my grandpa, listening to the instructions they give, how they communicate with the fighters in the corners. Every day I'm learning something new. My grandpa retired like 2 years ago, but he's been in the gym every day since. He doesn't miss a day of Mikey's training. Just today, he told us this was his favorite day so far because it was just us four in the ring, just working. So no, he's not retired. He's not retired. En este caso, mire, ahí, mejor la pura derecha ahí, pum. Está mejor. Estamos más cortitos.
No hay mucho riesgo porque quedas acá.
Sí, pues. Pero para tirar 1-2 tiene que irse más lejos y tomar su tiempo. Esperarlo a que él voltee. Mejor la derecha. Mire. You know, he sees something and he jumps in to tell us. Today, my dad was telling us to pivot to the left and throw the 1-2. But when Mikey was doing it, he wasn't feeling very comfortable. And I felt that Mikey wasn't comfortable. So I told Mikey, okay, let's do it, but throw the solid, straight right hand. Esa sí está mejor. Eso. So we told my dad, look, this is how it feels better. So he understands too. But we make the adjustments and he's okay with it. You know, he's here just to help us out. So I love that about my dad.
The ultimate goal is to get in the ring in the best shape possible, win that fight. So everything I have to do right now is with that mindset to get me in better shape for March 16th.
I think Mikey's in a great situation right now where he continues winning, he continues challenging himself, being part of the family and doing it as a family. We all win, not just one, not just two. It's four of us winning together.
Perhaps the most elementary aspect of a fight camp is that it separates opponents. As they focus on finding a path to victory in the ring. But boxing is also a business, and promoting a fight is part of that business through events like the gathering in front of cameras and microphones today in Los Angeles.
It's just refreshing just to break away from training camp. And then even seeing your opponent just give you that new energy. You know, really, I can't wait to just take off this suit and put on some boxing gloves and go to work.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes to win this fight. This is the fight that I wanted. This is the fight that I've been asking for. I'm going to make sure that I win this fight to establish myself as one of the best of this generation and eventually one of the best of all time.
Recently, they said they were going to knock me out, so hopefully they keep that same energy they have outside the ring, and once they get in the ring to build a ring, they'll bring that energy in with them.
Face to face on a stage, they are separated by just a few inches, only a glimpse of what is to come on March 16th. But a vivid reminder for each fighter of all it will take to find a path to victory under the bright glare of the spotlight.
Spence, he's doing things that not your normal fighter does. Mikey Garcia, he fought the best. The
Errol Spence Jr. wants to be bigger than the belts.
Mikey Garcia says, I want to challenge the best, and Spence is the best. Both these fighters are undefeated. They're both risking everything.
It's a very risky fight.
It's time for the main event.
Spence Jr. versus Garcia, tonight at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, live on pay-per-view. Order now.